Kid right there's never missed a start, Jim, his entire career.
Hey, how's it, Cowboy Buzz here? How you doing? So the Cowboys versus the Giants, another huge division game, a division game at home. So you know the importance of winning these games at home. Um, but there's gonna be a lot of emotion during this game too. Almost a year ago, this coming Sunday, is Dak's gruesome injury. I mean, I know Monday night him being home for the first time, playing a home game for the first time since the injury, but now we're playing against the team that he got injured against. I mean, it wasn't a dirty play; it was just a horrific injury. Um, so yeah, uh, so so you know the questions was coming up and all that, and then not only adding to that is also the release of Jaylon Smith. I mean, some. I mean, I don't know how the other because I haven't really been keeping up with like every interview and all that, but uh, somebody sent me a clip about LVE and the way he reacted, and I was kind of laughing. I was just like, okay. I mean, because what he told me was he said, oh, this approach to the game is professional. I was like, and I'm like thinking to myself, going, okay, yeah, we can say business, we can say whatever like that, but these guys do form friendships. They do form, you know, as teammates, you do form that bond and friendships and all that. And the best year that LVE had was the best year that Jaylon Smith had. So and we was going best linebacking tandem and all that, and we seen the regression and all that. So I mean, it was kind of shocking after the game. I mean after a huge win, big win, to have this happen. So like the best advice anybody can give to LVE is like, right, you pissed, good, take it out on the Giants then. That's the best advice anybody can do, and that's the best advice you can take. Um, anyway, going into this game, the Giants had a huge win on the road against the Saints. You know how hard it is to play against the Saints. I mean, I know it's not with Drew Brees and everything like that, but they had their share of games of being dominant, and the Giant. And there was a time in the game where it looked like things were looking bleak, but they kept on fighting. They got some huge plays, and they ended up winning the game in overtime. So one thing that we've been struggling in is giving up chunk plays, in the passing game. So that's one thing we gotta shore up and all that. I know we did well against Jalen Hurts as far as keeping him, keeping him contained as far as running the ball, but we did give up a lot of quarterback runs to Sam Darnold. And one thing about Daniel Jones, he does extremely well is does those RPOs, does those quarterback runs and all that. So we got a limit in that as well too. Um, gonna have some interesting matchups in the passing game and all that. Uh, I think Days is gonna be more matched up with Galladay, the more experienced, the more the better wide receiver and all that. But gotta be careful the rookie kid Tony and everything. So yeah. Uh, Offensively, like our offensive line has been. I mean, what a year it makes that how our offensive line is looking right now. And that means we got to recommit against to the run, and Zeke has just been looking great. Tony Pollard has looked awesome. I mean, even though he's been getting some days he's getting more touches, some days he's not, but he's made the most of everything. But you see Zeke as the game goes on, you see how much he can wear out of defense and all that, and that in turn that allows Dak to just be perfectly efficient. He doesn't have to make the huge yardage, doesn't have to make the big bombs. Just get the ball out, let those guys make the plays for the ball, and we've been finishing with drives with touchdowns. So, so that's one thing that's been great, and that's the thing too is like, I guess the Giants you know I don't know about we've been doing better this year as far as starting off the game, getting scores early in the game. If we continue to do that, can put pressure. Daniel Jones has been done a better job. I mean, he's fumbled I think a little bit, but I think he's only thrown a Hail Mary interception, so he's been protecting the ball better. But if we can get some early, get some, whether it be a big play, uh, whether it be a long sustained drive that ends in a touchdown, you know you can maybe start forcing their hand, and maybe Daniel Jones start taking some chances and all that. So that's the thing we gotta do. I mean, because like for the most part, the Giants was. I mean, there was a couple of times they look kind of was looking kind of bleak, but for the most part, they was able to stay at an arm's length, and able to make some stops. And that's the one thing too. Like, don't give the Giants defense any confidence in that. Like, each time we punt, each time we kick a field goal, each time we get a 3-and-out, you're giving confidence to the team, and you really want to avoid that. So we get a touch. We finish drives with touchdowns, and then maybe we can force the Giants offense to make some mistakes and all that. Anyway, that's my video. Mahalo for watching. Paniola boys, who you with? You know who I'm with. I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.